cousin of mine, Poncho Jimenez, who's going to do the honors of introducing his brother, Benny Jimenez.
Thank you, Tony. I've known Tony all my life, but I never knew he was a ham. And yes, Tony is a good-looking guy, too. For me, it's a great honor to be asked by my brother Ben to introduce him in the Sports Hall of Fame. What can I say about Ben? You know, I can't say enough about my brother. He's just something special. The first thing I want to say is, who is Ben Slugger Jimenez? First off, he's a wonderful human being, above anything else. He's a loving husband of 55 years to his beautiful wife, Teresa. Father to his daughter, Olivia. Youngest daughter, Jocelyn. Sons, Ben Jr. and David. He has 11 grandchildren, one of which just recently graduated from West Point. He has 2 loving great-granddaughters, and they are a handful and lovely. Older brother, Joe Jimenez, myself, my little sister Margie, Brother Gilbert, and Brother Frank are just so honored to have Benny here, part of this program. Not only is he, or was he, a great athlete, but most of all, he was just a fantastic person. Ben was born in Casa Grande, Arizona in 1934 to Ben and Claire Jimenez. Mom still lives, just celebrated her 100th birthday.
Yeah.
She wanted to very much be here for such a special occasion. Growing up, Mom and Dad were our greatest fans. They never missed a game. I remember years ago when we were all small, Dad said, because he worked at Paris, that he would bring with him a grocery bag. Every time we did something wrong, he was going to cover up his face. When we did something right, he would stand up so everybody could see him. And that is not a lie, and he would do that. The family moved to Florence in 1939 from Casa Grande with brothers Joe, myself, and my little sister Margie. See, people that really honed Benny's skills as an athlete were many. They go back to his grammar school years as a little athlete, playing ball for Mr. Franklin All Hands. Beyond that, he played junior American Legion with Fernando Ortega, another inductee tonight. His freshman baseball coach, was Chester Zabak, who Benny just cherished it growing up. He saw something in Benny that a lot of people didn't, other than one other person, and I'll tell you who that is. That was one of Benny's greatest mentors. In high school, he had one coach that stood out among all others, not only in football, basketball, and baseball, but the man that he cherished and loved very much, the late Vince Cisterna. The other person that was right there at Benny's table all the time, always coaching him on the backside. When everybody else was listening, Benny was watching Pia. Pia Padilla was his mentor. Everybody give a big hand for Pia Padilla. This guy did more for all of us that played ball in Florence than most anybody. He was always there for you. You could go to him. As a freshman, Benny was a third baseman on the championship baseball team, 1950. Basketball, he was a quick point guard with an excellent field vision. He liked to drive into the basket and had a real smooth outside shot. In football, he was a very tough running back. He also went both ways, and he was a hard-hitting cornerback. I remember him coming home, because in those days we didn't wear masks, it was just a helmet. And he used to play so hard, he always came home with half of his nose missing. And that is no lie in baseball. When he would take off his shirt after a ball game, and we were home after the game, you could see these big blotches on his chest where he refused to let the ball go by at third base. He would let the ball hit him in the face or on the chest. That's the kind of athlete he was. He was coached well. He was selected along with my brother Joe Barber to participate in the All-Star football game in Flagstaff. Benny was tickled to go there because he would make sure that he wore his coach's name, number, Ben Cisterna, number 36. Between high school and college, Benny played summer baseball at Hayden, Arizona with the Alma Hogan Town team, which was one of the very best in the state. He did this to hone his skills before going to school at the U of A. He played freshman baseball at the U of A. An old football injury his senior year really kept him from continuing his baseball career. There's no question in my mind that Benny would have come up and play in the pros. He was that good. Not only a good fielder, but a fantastic hitter. On top of being a super athlete and just a great guy in school, one of the things that really stood out with Benny that very few people don't understand or know is that he was an honor student also. I know because I used to watch him and my brother Joe study every night, and I would go to sleep. These guys studied all the time. I was not an honor student. I was just a clown. Ben got the name slugger from Poncho, who was the shortstop on the 1950 baseball championship team. Ben was also a true four-year letterman. Ben retired from working at Seminole Copper Company in 1996. He worked underground for 41 years as an electrical supervisor. Ben maintains his health and still looks good enough to play with the very best. He was a great athlete, forever humble, smart, quick, tough as nails, and has a heart of a champion. Would you kindly welcome my brother Ben into the Sports Hall of Fame.
How can I describe what he just said? All I can say, I'm thankful that he came all the way from Astoria, Oregon to do this honor for me. And thank you very much. And I just want to thank all the past coaches that were mentioned that helped me start do what I wanted to do all my life. And I'm so grateful to be here amongst all some friends and family that supported me and watched me play when I was a young kid too. So thank you for coming. Adios.
My Bobby.